Hello everyone, this is CJNovo992 and today we have a special video and you're already probably looking at the live thinking, CJ, the season's over, what you doing taking 35 minutes of my day? Well, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I had the absolute privilege, and honestly it doesn't even feel real that I get to say this, of captaining a side at IBROX, leading them out and playing in an actual match on the greatest stadium, the greatest park, the greatest site there is in world football. So it's going to be our long video and I do apologise, but before we get into it and we dive in, we show the highlights, I need to say thanks to a lot of people. I need to start off by saying thanks to Rangers for allowing this to be possible, Unibet as well. I mean, when I pitched this a couple of weeks ago and everything, never in my wildest dreams did I actually think they'd say aye. Then I never thought in my wildest dreams that they'd want me to do the Scottish side yet, but they gave me that opportunity and they gave me that chance, ladies and gentlemen, so I grabbed it with both hands. I got on the phone, I started calling people and shout out to every single person who went ahead and played in my team. Now, I'm not going to spoil anything from the actual result of the game or anything, but every single one of them ran themselves into the ground. They had about 17 days notice, so if you did play in my team, by the way, I greatly appreciate it and I look forward to working with you more in the future and getting that rematch, which leads me to obviously a massive thank you to the English team in that they came up, because not for a second did I think the people that did come up that actually got involved in that. So again, taking time out their day to come and play in this match is genuinely incredible, and I think this is the start of something special. It feels that way, and I'm hoping that the next rematch, the next game that we have, Scotland versus England, has not only a lot of our regular boys who unfortunately missed out due to holidays and everything like that in our team, but I'm hoping that you guys who's watching today's video will be able to fill the rafters and raise as much money as possible, because that is the end goal for me. Again, people know my circumstances and everything like that. If I can use this platform that I've been very fortunate to be given by you guys tuning in to each and every single video for a bit of good, then everything, all the lows have been worth it, ladies and gentlemen. So that's the goal, that's the dream, and as I said, thanks to Unibet and Rangers Football Club and all the boys for getting involved. I've already lived a dream by captaining a side at IBROX in front of the old man. So it's a bit of an emotional one for me, ladies and gentlemen. I'm very excited to be showing you the game, and again, this is just the start. Hopefully you enjoy it. If you do and you want to see more, again, let us know in the comment section below and we'll try to make more of this stuff possible, and again, with the end goal of raising some cashola. But enough of me yapping, people. Let's get to the actual video and watch the game. So here we go, people, the walkout, the iconic music that I am talking over because I'm terrified of YouTube pulling my scants down in front of everyone, but you can see the boys there, we're ready to go. There's some serious faces in Grant's terrified face there at the same time. Big Cam, what an absolute hero back there in that as well, and there's me trying to play it cool, but I am bricking the knickers. I think that's the best way to say it. Stevie, 4 lads, and then you've got the boys there as well, THEO, Andy, CHRISMDs, what a guy, JC, Jemel. Anyway, Rory's there as well. I know he can be polarising online, but what a guy. And now the national anthems came on, which was an incredible surprise, and you can see us all kind of there trying to sing. We've got a couple English lads in there, but Cam's giving it a go, so shout out to him. And that's we've done the Scottish national thing, right? We've brought in people who's got Scottish aunties. We had to. And there's Sharp Div at the back there, who was still half cut from Seville. And it was God Save the Queen. There is CHRISMDs singing God Save the Queen at IBROX. You're welcome, internet. You're welcome. Oh man. Fogged in and then. He's went for it, and I appreciate it. And so does Rory, apparently. Now there it is, now we're all shaking hands and everything like that. A wee bit of look there is steely-eyed determination. There's me and Chris, finally somebody I'm taller than in the YouTube scene, so I greatly appreciate you, Chris. Thanks for coming, that was good for me. And there's Joe finishing it up there, and then again me and Rory known each other for a wee while and that. Now I know he's kind of the Skip Bayless of the online scene, but he's a great guy and he's helped me out a lot behind the scenes and that as well, so it was nice to see him. And then the walk off, and you can see me and Stevie for 4 lads. There he is, embrace. I had a ringer, didn't work. There we are, walking in. Give the boys a moment. Big Adam as well coming in there. What a player. Ran his arse off for me. again came all the way up from London to help us out. Sharp div, half cut, see it in his eyes, Sam, who's helping us out as well, because we were kind of low in numbers and everything like that. That's kind of, you're probably looking through the teams like, where's Marley, where's Seaskill, some of the boys literally scheduling, folk on holidays, couldn't make it doing and everything like that. So there was a lot of people that just came in the last minute to help us out, so massive shout out to every single one. But here is obviously the minute of silence for Jimmy Bell, so I'm just going to be quiet here for a second. And there we have it, people. Great bit of respect there from the English team and that as well. Shout out to them. They were very respectful. And that's also why we're wearing the black armband. So the full minute of silence was respected. Not a sound was made. And here we go. As you can see here, the ball almost breaks right away to CHRISMDs, sorry. And then there's the first run, right? Okay, and I'm seeing how fast jemel is. I'm seeing he likes that wee shimmy. So there was an option there. You know what I mean? Brilliant work here for Stephen. Again, helping us out. Gives it to Gogsy. Can Gogsy try and find me? He's well intercepted, unfortunately, by jemel. Something we'll be saying a lot of. Now you have the Stephen again nipping in there. Can he find me? He can't because of jemel. Honestly, man, I can't be bought with this guy already. Alright, I'm having nightmares seeing him. Brilliant setting the tone challenge there from Dan. And you can see it's a bit frantic there, but the long ball seems to be the option the team's gone for, and I'm already blowing, if I'm honest with you. But Craig gets me the ball here. Tries to slip it in, but we end up going the wrong way. A slight bit of miscommunication, but that happens when you've never played together before. There was a wee bit of feeling out process for a lot of us. I mean, some of us never even knew each other's names when we met this on the day, so that was funny. But great challenge in there from Buchan. He tries to nick a nice little long ball here, and I fancy this run, you know, because I know he's going to shimmy it, so I've read it, nipped in, and can we just say, how's that no a foul? Do you know what I mean? Let's have a look, alright? Because Jemel's already bigger, stronger, and better than me. Ref, I need you to protect me here, alright? Or it's going to be a rough afternoon for me. But as another good defensive header for Dan. Good first touch from Sharky, by the way. Honestly, it's like a blanket, his first touch. Nearly an opportunity again. But that's just the fine margins there. Really, really bright start from us. But this is when the English team starts to grow on it. Brandon comes in there with a beautiful challenge. Joe Weller, what a first touch. Tries the cheeky back heel. Intercepted brilliantly by Big Cam. And we try and build our way back out from there. But it's sort of becoming the CHRISMD show at this point. This touch is amazing. And look at this outside of the fit pass. That is just offside, I believe. And again, Chris heavily involved, but to be fair to Craig, gets his body in it. Very, very clever. Brandon spots the run. I'm screaming for it. I've split the two centre-halves. Fogden's not got a chance. Jemel's there, though. Gives me a wee tug, and that brings me off balance. Alright, do you know what I mean? I know he massacres me 90% of the game, but I feel like I should have had something there. But again, nice little bit of football from us. Craig leaves Fogden for dead. Nice little cross in, but it's well defended, which I think was by Rory. Now Sharky, this is his first touch I'm talking about. What a player he was as well. Gives it to THEO. He sees his name up in lights, so he tries to hit them with the football. Well over the bar, but that's actually the first shot in the game. But this was the pressure starting to build. Now legs were starting to go a little bit. Good bit of defending from Buchan. He goes into Craig. Again, that long ball. Take a touch. I know Jemel's coming with me, so I'm just hoping Gogsy can get up. But Gogsy's towing a caravan. Honestly. But we'll leave it. We'll leave it there. Unlucky there from Buchan. The rebound. I think that's After TV with a wonderful ball in. And what a save that is for the number one goalie in my heart. McGonigal. Bit of a lounging foul there again from Jemel on Craig. And Brandon with that running ball. But the referee, I think, stops it for the ball running, which is unlucky. Unlucky. But speaking of unlucky, we have a free kick now. Edge of the box. THEO, what can he do? Nothing. Because Big Cam's there, channeling his gas coin. Yeah, that's all I had. He's from Newcastle, played for Rangers. I just wanted to get that in. If any. Now here comes a long ball up. Gogsy's gone up in the air, and that is a painful one as Jemel ends up catching him. I think with the edge of his elbow, or was it his forearm? I need to see it back. Here it is. It's not a nice one from Gogsy. And listen, we're gonna put a wee joke in here, bing, just for the memes, but Gogsy ends up taking a sore one there, ladies and gentlemen, and has to come off the park. So that kind of shuffles us because we're already made some changes going into the game. In comes Big Rab, who is helping us out as well. I bring him over. I'm just saying, I need you in the middle of the park. Sharky, Chris, THEO, they've got all the bodies in there. Need you in there to try and slow it down. But aye, now we're scrambling. And look at my face here. I'm like, really? The refs gave a drop ball to Orange for that. Gogsy got decapitated and became nailless, headless Nick. And it was a drop ball for Orange. Strange. But again, willing runner. Alright, I had my runs this game anyway, I tell you that. Got my mileage up. Rory, beautiful feet here, cuts inside, gives it to Chris again. Now look at this pass here, man. That is filthy, and the pace as well from Arthur TV. Good little cross in, well caught by McGonigal, and he slips it out to Adam, whose first touch is not bad. Tries to find a wee pass down the line, and again, it's just long balls to Jemel, and I just know I'm not getting that, so it's like one of these yins where I'm blowing. I'm like, let's try and get to feet, boys. Speaking of feet here, bing, bang, go again, and now I'm off, and I'm another run. I've got Rory here, and no offence to Rory, but I fancy this. But look at the jersey, big man. Rory, I'd have gave you the jersey if you asked for it. And I end up catching my ankle a little bit, but it was a good challenge in the end for Rory. But one of the ends where I think the referee could have gave something if he wanted to. I actually thought it was going to be a penalty kick. So I end up getting up, a wee bit annoyed at my ankle. Bing bang. I get back up, I'm alright. Referee's like, you alright? I'm like, aye, fine, mate. Just got kicked there. But should that have been a free kick, possible penalty? We'll leave it up for you people. I'd have loved a penalty, IBROX, and I get one at one point. But anyway, Rab hits in his second corner of the day, which nearly falls to Buchan. I'm not going to show the first one at all. Can't do that. Good bit of running here. I think, is this JCC? Is this Pro Clubs player? I actually watched his channel for a long time, so it was weird seeing him. I was like, oh, beautiful feet though by the Rab. Sending Sharky. And then Adam. This is just the bits where I think the Scotland team started to break down a little bit. Because we've not got that, we've not played with each other before or anything like that. We never really knew what anybody wanted. And I think the English team, like you can see it there. Craig, unfortunate with the slip, but sharp. They know where to be. And CHRISMDs picking passes out like that, which is gorgeous. Cut inside by Weller. Weller looking for options. Brings it back out to THEO again. The naming lights. So he checks them out once again. Right. THEO though, driving force, and again CHRISMD, him two are combining here. They've got the right hand side, the overlap. Arthur TV, willing runner, good ball in, and look at that for a bit of defending. Even saying it back gets me excited, people. Big Cam, look at him. Didn't worry about what his Scottish link is, alright? Let me worry about the paperwork. Alright, give it the Scotty as well. I love that. Give it the Scotty. But look at this bit of defending there. Top draw for Cam. He was brilliant on the day as well, by the way. Speaking of brilliant on the day, Craig cuts away for Joe. Joe tries to get a wee bit on him there. I end up picking the ball up inside my own box, and I'm just like, right, there's nobody with me. I know there's nobody going to be able to keep up with me. So I try and go for another run. And Rory gets in there and passes it back to the goalie. Now, I threw my hand up thinking, oh, I'll get a pass back like as a joke. But he ends up giving it. So, you mean, if you didn't ask, you didn't get. I'd love some of the other decisions that I didn't get. But we end up getting this one. It's there, and you can see me and JCZ's. I think he's talking about my run there, and I'm saying, aye, mate, I've not got many left. I am absolutely blowing right now. But the indirect free kick comes in. It's very well blocked for CHRISMD, and it drops to Charlie, the Cruella de Villa the team. But look at this. Has a wee pop, then the pass slide. Unbelievable. And again, if we're sharper, I think we've got a bit more experience. We'll get in there, but we don't do enough. It goes to Chris, and again, look at the composure here. He's playing a lot of games. He knows the score. And Sharky. But you know what? People's going to look at this game and say what they want about our team and everything. But look at the work rate of these boys. I've gave them like 2 weeks notice to play in the biggest park of their life. They're all busting their pan into the game. Trying. So I genuinely couldn't be prouder of the team. Like, honestly. Now, as we're edging closer and closer to the end of the first half, I've got a kind of long goal kick here. Or was it just on... I think it might have been an offside actually just before that. But McGonigal... long searching ball. He actually picks it Rab beautifully here, but it ends up skipping underneath Rab's foot, which is a bit of a blow. If he keeps that in, sorry, we've got a wee bit of a chance here, but it's awfully hard to bring them in, especially the skiddy surface, I meant to say. I try and put a wee bit of pressure on Jemel. It drops down to Cam, hits off his chest, and Charlie goes in for it, and he made every one of them in the game, but the one he missed ends up being a thing that led to a goal, and it's a wonderful finish. Let's take nothing away. Yes, there's a couple of wee things in there that we could have done better, and I know Charlie's beating himself up, and that annoys me, Charlie. Stop beating yourself up for that. He was brilliant all game, but you can't take nothing away for the finish. And then, speaking of finish, Jemel tries an overhead kick, which I see a lot of people laughing at, and Charlie's having a wee bit of a good thing there. But Rab, good block. Charlie building it out. Again, we're putting the bodies in here. He tries to do a cross-field pass. Jemel just intercepts everything. I come in here for a little bit of CHRISMD. Good jumping out the way. But I think I do enough to put him off a little bit. And then Brandon says, that one's mine, JCC. Thanking thee. And again, it's just that long ball that I think we were too over-reliant on the day. And it's definitely something I think if we get fitter as a team, we'll be able to add to it, because it just became run, kick it to CJ and hope he catches it, which I can't do on 17 days notice. But speaking of can't do, I'm just going to let this clip run. Right, because we're away here. How's that a free kick to Orange? I don't know. Anyway, Kevin Clancy gives it out. And then you've got Arthur TV again, Willen runner down the right hand side. Look at this. He fakes it inside, right? Picks out Chris. Good shot. Good save. And then look at this for a double save for McGonigal. That is what the man does. We're starting to rattle a little bit. But we need to just have a wee second look at this. Look at this. Right up there. Onto the bar. Brilliant and well cleared again by Charlie. Now, this leads us almost into half-time, but we get a wee break, and I think we found that the longer the game went on, the winged areas, if we could get people up, if we had it in the legs. Adam tries to find me. Unfortunately goes right to Jemel. Stephen, a wee bit of a heavy touch. Jemel, good clearance away. Ends up coming back, but the ref blows for an orange foul, and that kind of stops that attack there. And I think that was pretty much it from us in the first half, but Orange weren't finished yet. I mean, CHRISMD, here he comes. But I say nah. I never miss twice, Chris. I'm sorry, big man, but that was the half-time whistle there. Perfectly timed challenge, nothing dirty or anything like that. I think we said good. I think he said good challenge to me in that. But that leads us into half-time, and again, you can see the boys there. They're absolutely blowing, and I go straight to Eric Cam, because Cam's actually took one right in the Nasher that I don't think I've actually shown in this highlight pack. So I'm just checking on him, because I mean, you know what I mean. The guys here that's trusting me. We're coming in here and playing. So he's blowing a wee bit. I check with the goalie, see if he's all right, and aye. We make sure Cam's able to come off the park. And then we go into half time, and I'll let this clip run for a wee bit because it's a wee bit Neil Warnock. Cam's quite happy with it. Let's keep it going. Just come out for 10 minutes, you'll come back on. Let's keep it fresh. And that's what I was just trying to tell him. It's like everyone was so excited about playing, but no one was coming off. And as you can see there, I'm just saying we're playing them at their game by no rotating it and keeping it fresh. So that was my Neil Warnock moment. And you can see here a wee bit more behind the scenes at half time. We're kind of all talking, and I like that accountability. Everyone's having a wee conversation. I can see Lewis, he's beating himself up for the goal, but you know what I mean. Go look after the laddie, man. He works his arse off, and what I think's hilarious here, look how knackered we all are. The unused substitute. What's going on, man? He's the unused sub. What's going on here? But aye, that's us people, and again we have a wee bit more encouragement. I say it doesn't matter if we win, let's just play football, because that's why we're here today. And there's the iconic walk back out to the stadium, which still to me, again I'm G'ing him up, I'm touching the sign, I'm ready to go. Let's go. And I'll have a wee talk here with Luke. I'm saying, was that you that scored? I hate you. And he goes, what? I says, I hate you. I do. Look, I hate you. And then the steely-eyed again. Right, and here we are, getting ready to kick off for the second half. Let's go, boys. Let's build into it. Keep it fresh, keep energy up, and let's see what we can do in the second half. I should be doing like kickoff. Like, I watch a lot of Palmer's videos, and I know he says that. Sorry, I've probably pissed him off. You'll never be involved now. But aye, wee bit of one here. Rab and Lewis just couldn't really connect on that. Ends up being a throw in, and you can see here Fogden just trying to get the ball. I think he tries a long throw out. Well cleared away by Buchan, who had a really good game, by the way. Now, Craig. Fogden tries a wee bit of fancy stuff here and just gets his pants pulled down in front of everybody. Craig then goes for a wee running. And that's what I said I would do. I'd say if Jamel's staying on me, let me be the decoy and somebody else needs to get up further. And then, so you can kind of see it back there. I'm taking Jamel out the way and I just want fresh legs in behind. So we have a free kick. And again, if this was a normal bounce game or that, I'm taking this, and everyone who's watched the channel of years knows I am. But this isn't about me. Do you know what I mean? Brandon's a big Rangers man. I know he had people watching and everything like that, so I wanted him to have a moment. He has a good strike, to be fair, but unfortunately, Disney pull off. Now, if I knew that'd be the only free kick in that range, I'd have took it, but again, it's not about me taking everything of that, so Brandon was unlucky with having the effort, but aye, we just have to talk over this clip because it's unfortunate the way it ends. But can we talk about the football and ability? Because what annoys me is, McGonigal made so many good saves in this game. He gets beat there, right? And again, everyone made 100 mistakes in the game. I made 100. But can we talk about the movement and the pass, the weighty pass for Chris? That was disgusting. So, 2-0 after a brightish start where we had a free kick, conceding 15 seconds later. That's probably on me for no stepping up and taking it, so I'll hold that in. But, again, straight from the kickoff, we're just trying to calm everything down. We're just saying to everybody, let's just keep the ball. But look at the pressure. I don't think we've got too much like Sharp Div, who was still half cut for Seville the night before, comes on in the second half. And now Dan, who, to be fair to him, I know he's blaming himself for this as well, because it is unfortunate. We can see 2 goals in a space of 2 minutes, but Dan had 3 hours notice for this game. We had somebody drop out a couple of hours beforehand, and Dan was like, I can come, I can be there in an hour or two. So again, I'm not going to dig anybody out here, but it is frustrating because we started the second half off, believe it or not, decent, but conceding these 2 goals was a real killing blow. But again, look at us. We didn't stop here. Craig up against Jemel. That was a wee tactical change. Adam, brilliant ball. He's got to pass me in there, you know what I mean? He's got to. Adam, I love you, big man. And we've bonded. But that'll be one we'll look back on, because you've got to take those chances. I'm there. I keep myself on side. I'm screaming. I'm convinced he's passing me it. But to be fair, the shot is very, very close to being gone in. But I think that comes with more experience. If we're playing with each other longer, they know I'm there. And that. And speaking of there, Jemel nearly knocked me out the stadium there. I'm going to be honest. Couple of fouls. But that team is just pure strength. He's just a better player than me. You know what I mean? There's nothing I can do about that. But we had a big chance there and we just never quite took it. And then there ends up being a foul. But we end up winning it back. And look at that ball from Cam. Down to Charlie on the right hand side. Willing runner. And he does brilliant against Jemel, which wins us a corner kick. Unfortunately, nothing comes of that. And speaking of comes of that, we've got Buck in there missing the challenge. It goes to Dan now, and this is brilliant running for him, right? And I come in here again. I'm trying to flick in. I get my body in front. Jemel gets me and the ball. It's one of the ends, half a dozen of the other. I would have been fuming if it was given against me, but I'm going to call for it. Do you know what I mean? All damn day. And I get blown for offside here. And again, the angle's terrible because we didn't quite catch it. But I'm never offside. So I'm heated at this point, right? I'm heated about the pass. I'm heated about the foul. I'm heated about the offside. So Morelos 992 ends up coming up in a couple minutes. But again, I'm still trying to put the runs in for the team. I'm trying to lead the line. I never really got involved in it as much as I would want to, but I was still a willing runner for the team. Speaking of willing runner, Big Paddy comes on. Again, another one that's just helping us out because we didn't have our regulars or anything like that. And he does well here. And again, Charlie versus Jemel. Bang! And this is awkward, right? Because I'm excited. I'm like, yes, Charlie! Because I think he's won it, but I didn't realise Jemel was hurt there. Now it's a free kick. Look at the overload. Craig, get it in for us. We've got the big man at the back post. He passes to Aaron, and then again, Morelos 992 starts to come out here. I'm starting to talk to myself. I'm starting to get frustrated because I'm like, we had a 2v1 there. We never done it, but I get on the ball. Nice wee turn here. Skip by 2, in between, open the body up, get it out wide, and again, I'm begging for it into the goalkeeper. Charlie very unlucky. Again, great defending for Jemel, man. How many times have we said that in this game? And it's just unfortunate because, again, we're having these moments, but then we coast ourselves a little bit here. It's a wonderful ball. Is that Weller that passes that in? Is it Joe that crosses that in? I'm not sure who crosses that in, but it's a good head. So, do what you want there. But speaking of do what you want, here he comes. Here I come. Look at this. I'm just gone now. Look. Look. Bang! That's the best contact I had all game. Because I am screaming for this ball in behind. I've ran 700 miles in the game, but again, it's just that ring rust to the team. They've made all that. If you look at the English goals, they make the extra pass. We just never, and I like that coming out, you know. Because I want this. I want this. I want the ball. Speaking of wanting the ball, nice wee 1-2 between me and Div. It goes out to Aaron. Sorry, Aaron. And it's a wonderful shot. And he's just unlucky there. That's the closest we've came to scoring a goal. And the wee man came on and ran his wee arse off. Again, he should have passed and all that stuff, and that will come up. But the wee man ran his heart out, and that's all you can ask for. Speaking of that, it comes back in to Aaron. And not passing. We've got a free on hanging here. And you can see it. You can see me and Div there. We're knackered. We made a big run there, and we'll be completely blanked again. So I think it's fair to say, they didn't like me, troops. Do you know what I mean? I couldn't be any more wide open. This is a good wee run here by, and again, Grant will only appreciate seeing that back, but that's very nice for Rory as he finds him behind. Again, we've been forced to make a couple of wee changes here. Fitness and everything like that. I mean, look at them. Look at the boys. They've ran themselves in to the fricking ground. I know the scoreline's no pretty, but, I mean, they gave everything that they had. Now we have Buchan on the ball. Buchan, great little pass into Aaron. Fogden's coming for him. And Aaron, you can't jump out the way of Fogden, bro. You know what I mean? I know, it's Fogden. Come on, get stuck into him. You've got to, for the culture. But anyway, we get the throw in. No too much happens here. Unfortunately, Aaron gives the ball back to, I think, Arthur TV. And then we end up being another counter-attack here. But look at Big Sam. A military man as well, by the way. Goes in the armed forces. He's, again, one of these guys that doesn't play football a lot. But I know he's obviously got that background. He's a big Rangers man. I wanted him to have this experience. So he came on. And what a slide challenge as well. Couldn't be any more prouder of the laddie. And speaking of proud, big div. Big half-cut div. And then you've got Grant. Good dummy. Div trying to win the ball back again, but the legs are kind of gone in the middle of the park, as you see. We've been forced to make some changes, and the Orange fancy this now as THEO gives the ball outside. The overlap is there. Aaron should get out a wee bit quicker, but unfortunately can't, and ends up slipping the ball back into Rory, who ends up the ball eventually dropping, and it's another fantastic save from McGonigal. So I know you're beating yourself up, but where would we be afoot the laddie? Well, speaking of where we would be, Luke's through on goal. He's got the pass here to Joe, and Joe is not happy. And I'm glad it's not just me that cares. Do you know what I mean? Joe is fuming. And trust me, so would I. I mean, I was. It happened to me 3 times. But that is the game. Ladies and gentlemen, game, set and match. I kicked the ball away there, but just back to the hang of there. It wasn't like an angry thing or anything like that. And me and Jemel gives a wee bit of an embrace and everything like that. And again, it gave me a tough game. Right? I need a year to prepare for Jemel. If you're what, and I can you won't, because you're too big time for me and everything like that. But, I'll see you in the rematch, big man, I promise. I'm taking an entire year. I'll be back. And you better be there. I'll see you in the rematch. It's going to be embarrassing when he does me in the rematch as well. But that's what it's all about. Again, the result and everything, the whiz what it is. But that's what it's all about right there. We've all got big dreams and hopes for what we can do as content creators and using a game of football to raise a lot of money. And shout out to every single guy. And this little part here is actually me and my old man, believe it or not. He's going to hate that I've put this in, but it was good that the cameraman caught this, because everyone knows, like, I put a lot of pressure on myself, and I felt like I let the team down by no scoring or anything like that. I take a lot of responsibility, and again, I still kind of feel like I let everybody down on the day, but I was trying my best. I ran about. I wanted to score on that for Rocky, but I didn't quite get that opportunity and everything like that. But he was very nice to me, and that's what it's all about. I mean, he's been taking me since I was that size, and that's why I wanted to show that, because what a parallel. Because on one hand, you've got me and my father, who's been taking me IBROX all my frickin' days, and I'm getting to play in front of him, and then you've got Sharp Div and his kid getting to play in that, and that's what it's all about, people. You know what I mean? That is an incredible memory that we will cherish absolutely forever. And I didn't quite get an opportunity to score during the game, but I would get a penalty kick, and if you know anything about me, I'm not bad at them, but how will I be able to handle stepping up at IBROX versus #Andy with the Captain Zamban on my arm? Let's roll the clip.
Go on, CJ. Go on, CJ. Go on. Top left. Captain down. Top right.
Hello, I'm Theo Baker. Whee! And I won the little gold trophy today.
Hi, I'm CJ Novo, and I didn't win the little trophy today, unfortunately.
Theo, congratulations. What does it mean to you to have the Unibet World Cup in your hands?
Oh, it means everything. First of all, it's honestly such an honour to play it. This is the second time I've played it, and to say that is just the craziest thing. It's the craziest thing. But the win as well, and to score, this is, words can't describe it. It's mental.
How did you feel when you ran out the tunnel and then at the national anthem?
The national anthem was mad. I didn't know that was happening. They kept that one a secret. I had goosebumps. Even the Scottish national anthem, I had goosebumps for that.
As well, yeah.
Yeah, it was like once in a lifetime kind of vibe.
CJ, no trophy for the Scotland team today.
Yeah.
What went wrong?
I wouldn't say maybe players struggled in it. I think, to be fair to the opposition, they all played well structured. I think we beat ourselves a couple of wee silly occasions on that, but we kept fighting to them. We never stopped running around like that. We'll get them in the rematch.
Yeah, it's next year.
Yeah.
I'm looking for. Let's make it happen. You never know. This could turn into a yearly tradition. It's our own version of Christmas. There you go.
Yeah, we'll fancy our chances next year. We'll get prepared. We'll work on it. A couple of new boys into the team and that as well, played them in. But just being able to play here, it's just the win and everything would have been great. And I'm few men I never scored. But
You scored your pen though.
Ah, lovely, wasn't it?
I didn't know.
That's
that
it.
was that was a quality pen.
Thank you, mate. I appreciate that. I'll pay you later. Nah, but just getting out, even simply the best when I was walking out of that, it's absolute goosebumps completely. I thought I was like, I'm gonna just laser focus, and as soon as that hit, I was like a wee Wayne again walking upstairs with my dad. I was like, oh no, what is this? And my dad was here watching.
He was.
So, aye, he was. Aye, so that was a good moment. Aye, unreal.
Do you know what a wee win is?
It's a small win, a big win, a wee win. A wee win's just a win, isn't it?
A Wayne, kid, like a baby,
A wee kid.
child.
A wee in.
I thought you said a wee win, not a wee kid.
Close.
Oh, let's.
I know.
I don't speak Scottish.
Come
See you
on,
next year.
Aye,
See you next year. Let's do
I'll be
it.
here. I'll be here.
Come on.
And with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, that's reached the end of the video. I know it's extremely long and everything like that. I probably repeated myself 158 times in this video, but so grateful to every single person who's watching these videos to give me these opportunities. And again, to Unibet, to Jamie who helped me out a lot and everything like behind the scenes. What a worker and that he is. So shout out to him, to everyone who played their part in this. Thank you so much, and I look forward to the rematch. The yous, let us know down in the comments section below. Let us know if you want to be there next time. Let's go ahead and raise a lot of money for charity, people, and let's go. That's it for the first one. I'll see you in the next one. Take care of yourselves, all the best, and bye bye.